We got to talk about this. This has been a huge problem that's been plaguing RLC, Hot Wheels Elite 64, and just Mattel products in general with Hot Wheels, and that is QC. We've been getting a lot of QC problems this year, and it's honestly getting ridiculous. Since the 97 Toyota Supra has been released, there's been a lot of reports of people getting their cars, their blisters unglued. So pretty much the car just slips right out from the blister because it's not properly glued. And surprisingly, this happened to a lot of people, not just a handful of people. This has happened to at least 20 to 30 people from my community, and I know there's a lot more. It didn't happen with me, but there was the targa top that wasn't properly put on. It looks loose. Of course, this could be the shipping. I'm not entirely sure, but from my understanding, the targa top clicks in. So, yeah, QC has just been really bad this year. And if you guys seen my Hot Wheels Elite 64 video on the 94 Land Rover Discovery, you guys might have saw that there's a huge glue adhesive residue on the side of the door, and there's like also a huge marking on the other side of the door. And I contacted Mattel. Mattel responded fairly quickly, and they're shipping me a new one. However, this is not the first time that I've gotten a Hot Wheels RLC or Elite 64 that has come to me damaged or not in the highest of quality. For example, my McLaren had a lot of orange peel on it, or essentially it wasn't fully polished. It looked terrible, and it wasn't good. And also my RX-7 blister was unglued. So again, the car literally almost slipped out from the blister. There was also a lot of paint defects even in my 1999 Skyline, the R34 Skyline. The GTR was crooked, and it just looked ugly. It looked terrible. And luckily I got two of them. But now there's just a huge problem with Mattel and their products, is that the QC is not up to standard. And you know, we're paying $25, $30, $35 for these pieces, and the QC is not up to snuff. Now, of course, Mattel and their customer service, they've been doing really good on their part with issuing refunds and sending out replacements. But again, the quality isn't there anymore, and I think I might know why. I think the big problem right now with Hot Wheels RLC is that there is no rarity. Lamley made a video about this a while ago, and I agreed with most of his points, and that RLC isn't sought after as much anymore because they keep making more of them, and Overdrive just solidified it. I'm probably going to make a lot of people angry with what I'm about to say, but Overdrive created this problem where now everyone can be able to get one, but the problem is that the quality isn't there anymore. And you can't have more quantity and more quality. It's either having quality or quantity. You can't have both. And of course, if you're going to increase the quantity, which is what Overdrive did, because there's 10,000 accounts that Overdrive was sold to be able to be guaranteed an RLC, which essentially is just making 10,000 more pieces, it essentially created the problem of quality going down. And if you ask me, I'd rather have quality than quantity, because if we just have more of these damaged RLC, or if we have more of these defective RLCs, then what's the point of collecting RLC? There is no point to it. RLC, the membership is exclusive. It's a higher tier quality than the premium and the main lines. And again, if this is just going to have a lot of defects, then what's the point of getting RLC when you have premium that does the same thing? It's just paint's different. You have the Super Treasure Hunts. You have other competitors like Mini GT in 064 that actually has opening hood, more realistic features, lensed taillights and headlights. Hot Wheels is starting to fall into the slump, which is just not having the good quality that they used to have. Hot Wheels used to make batched RLCs. Now they don't do that anymore because they just make 65,000 they make 65,000 pieces of a casting, and they also re-release it with different colors. So again, what is the point of collecting when in the future we're going to get a different color variant, and the quality isn't going to be as good anymore? So I just wanted to make this video just basically making the observation and basically trying to make you guys aware of what's going on in the Hot Wheels community, what's going on with RLC, and what's going on in general, because this is something that I've noticed and I know it's going to get worse. I'm not trying to be a gloom type of content creator. I'm not trying to instill fear in everyone. I'm being honest, and it's happening right now. It's getting worse. The quality is getting worse. It's gotten worse. It was bad last year. It's getting worse this year, and Overdrive 2 is going to come out, and who knows if they're going to extend the number of memberships sold, or if they're going to increase the price, or what have you. We don't know what they're going to do. But essentially, this problem it's a tricky problem, because essentially you have one end of the spectrum, which they're just here for the cars. They just want the cars. They just want that Spectre Flame custom Hot Wheels that has the opening hood, or extra details in the premium. And then you have the other end of the spectrum that they're in it to collect it because of the rarity, because they fit, it's exclusive, and that it's a nice feeling to have some of that rarity. And one solution that I would have for this problem is, for Overdrive members, they should have some sort of exclusive packaging, or at least make theirs batched. So that way the first 10,000 pieces, that's what they have. And they have that little sticker. It validates their membership, instead of just giving them one early. Not even giving them early. It's just a prepaid RLC that's guaranteed to them. I really think that doing that is going to, for one, it's going to solve the rarity a little bit by giving them batched numbering from 1 to 10,000. I think that's a great idea, and hopefully they do it. Or even just changing the packaging, just making it like a tin foil packaging, making it like a reflective surface. That would be cool. These are just my ideas. That's what I would do for Overdrive members, is giving them a reason to have Overdrive, because right now there really is no reason other than just to be guaranteed an RLC. And my point is, what's the point of being guaranteed an RLC if it's going to come defective, if the quality isn't there, if there isn't going to be any rarity? And another thing that I've noticed is that RLC this year has not been, a lot of the resellers are trying to buy up all the stock and trying to resell them, but they're selling it at a loss, which is great. I honestly think that's a good thing, because then that way they don't have to, they're going to stop gobbling up all the stock, because if there's just so much, the eBay website is literally diluted with Toyota Supras, it's diluted with Skylines, it's diluted with all these RLC releases. And my advice for anybody who wants to buy an RLC that they missed out on is just to be patient, because the prices on these RLCs on eBay are decreasing every week because no one's buying them. And another thing that you guys could do is just go to conventions, go to local conventions, because if you can go to a local convention, you can not pay the shipping fee, you can negotiate with other sellers, you can trade with them. It's a good thing to do. So that's all I really wanted to say about RLC and Hot Wheels Elite 64 and Hot Wheels in general, is that the quality has been going down, and something needs to be done about this. I want to make people aware. I want to make our voices be heard. I think this is something that's very important, and I don't want to just sit back and just let the quality just tank and get worse, because I love Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels has been a huge part of my life. It's a huge part of my content, and I just want it to be better. And I can't just sit back and just not say anything about it. I need to make other people aware, and I'm probably going to hurt some people's feelings. People are probably not going to watch my content anymore because of what I'm saying about Overdrive. They're going to be like, you're bashing Overdrive, yet you're still using it. Yeah, on paper, Overdrive is a great idea, but it still creates the problem of quality. They're making too many of them, and they're not doing their due diligence with quality. That's very important, and that's the whole reason of RLC. Is the quality, it's the detail, it's something different from premium and basic mainline. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.